the next thing that we see going is that even though organic food is good and all the other things, the better lifestyle choices, we find ourselves needing less and less of it. So literally we find people spending $700, $800, $900 less in other things in their life without trying to force themselves to. It just happens naturally. So we see that our program, called the Cellular Prosperity Program, produces prosperity not only for the body, but it adds to the bottom line $300 to $500 a month on a monthly basis, just from saving in other areas. I also call it the Cellular Prosperity Program because when we get this effect into place, it also adds to our prosperity in whatever our chosen profession is. What is the difference in value of being at the top of your game? Whether you're a bricklayer or a doctor, there's a pay range difference. And when you're at the top of the game, you could be $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 a year ahead of the game. And we'd be willing to sacrifice all that over a couple $100 of the superfoods? That's priceless. The priceless superfoods. There's no way that we can even measure the value. It's insane. Okay, so what else we see happening is, we've all heard the phrase, time is money. I disagree. I believe art is money. But I believe that our time, if we're creative and if we're energized, results in art. So therefore, in an indirect way, time is money. Now what happens when you get on these superfoods, you discover that without trying to, without stretching your body's capacity too much, you're actually sleeping maybe an hour less, then 2 hours, then 3 hours. I personally am sleeping about 3.5 hours less than I did when I started this. I used to have to sleep 9 hours every night, or I was junk, and it took a while and some coffees and some espressos, and then I'd be ready to go till it got to the next round of those things, right? Who knows where I'm coming from on that one, okay? So all of a sudden, here I am. I thought I had insomnia, except I would lay there for 2-3 hours, and then I'd fall asleep fine, wake up energized. I'd be energized all the way, to the end again. And over time, I discovered that I actually didn't need the sleep. I was fully dialed, fully energized, fully ready to go the whole time. And I added up 3 hours a day times 365 days a week, and it was over 1,000 hours. And I thought, well, if time is money, there's enough time right there to start a business. There's enough time there to learn any instrument. There's enough time there to learn a new language or travel the world. So if I didn't have time, I certainly have time now just by adding the superfoods in. Just by adding the superfoods in. And the time that I do have is more clear, more present. I get everything done more, or I used to be so disorganized. I can't say it's my strongest card, but I can certainly say that I'm much more efficient. The time I spend is so much more efficient now. It's insane. I don't waste consciousness figuring out left or right at the fork in the road. And so that's the value. That's what we call the Cellular Prosperity Program. We got several different ones, ranging from $100, all the way up to about $210. And they have the Revitify in there, which has the Ayurvedic herbs, the Chinese herbs, all the herbs that boost the endocrine system, gets the nervous system, the endocrine system, back into rejuvenation mode, where it's an upward spiral instead of a downward spiral, gets the blood alkaline, so that all those viruses, fungus, mold, bacteria don't have a hospitable environment. Gets the enzymes in with the island fire, so that your endocrine system is not stealing enzymes from organs and glands to digest food, right? And it's got the rare platinum group elements so that we can drop the stress out of our cells, so that we can harmonize our brain, so that we can live our highest potential, so that we can activate all of our kind of untapped potentials that are really our divine inherent nature, and we just maybe never tapped into them. These are available now. Get on the Prosperity Program, do it as a client just for your own body, and then this is what happens. How many people here are in business already for themselves? Okay. All right. How many people here have had a business in the past? Okay. All right. How many people here have maybe thought about it, but that said, it's probably too much money, too much time, too much hassle? Okay. Yeah. See, so in traditional business, we see that it does often take $100,000, $50,000, whatever, a lot of money to get started, and then it might be 3-4 years before you even break even, right? We've all seen this happen. So what we wanted to do is create a minimum risk, maximum benefit proposition where the worst thing that could ever happen is you feel great, you have massive transformation at the cellular level, you love your experience, or you get your money back, okay? And what we have here is a way to get involved in your own business so that you're buying from yourself, so that you're buying wholesale because you got your own little business, you can buy it from your own store, and you get your wholesale discount, and if anybody else wants to, get some too, you get a slice of that pie. And maybe it's not about the slices of pie, but if we're going to be sharing it anyway, like these people who have already done it, we started sharing before this existed. We created this so that we could continue to share, right? We were sharing when there was no way to even, you have to go to work the next day. Share as long as you can today, go to work tomorrow so that you can support your sharing. And this is a way to do it automatically, easily, and naturally. So we get involved. We have several ways to do it. You can get involved in your own business under $1,000. And what it starts off with is basically a business builder pack that is one or a couple of everything we offer. The maca, the cordyceps, the Revitafy, the Island Fire, the Gold Rush, cacao, goji berries, Inca berries, marine phytoplankton, just everything you really need to really experience it on the physical level and have some to share. Be able to invite people over, sample it out, test it, give people the experience themselves, right? And then at that point, we're getting a wholesale discount. That's great for us, but they're going to either be in one of two places. They're either going to want to continue getting it, which at that point they got two choices. Either keep coming back to you and saying, yeah, I want some, which you have a choice of selling it to them retail if you want to, or you can just say, you know what, you can get it for wholesale yourself. You get the wholesale discount too. All you do is just, sign up and you get the wholesale discount. Then all of a sudden you do them a favor, they're getting the wholesale discount, and when they get their product, when they get their monthly order, which is that monthly prosperity program, everything you need on a monthly basis to stay in a cellular place where you're meeting your highest potential, then you're getting a slice of that pie. So here's what it looks like. People come on board, they basically usually get a $300 pack or a $500 pack, because that's the only two packs that we offer. And most people actually get more than one. A lot of people actually get more than that in their first 30 days. Your first 30 days business volume, literally the amount of product that you move into the community, into people's lives, or that you put into your own body. In the first 30 days, there's a very special incentive program, a very special way to earn extra money in your first 30 days, so that if you are really kind of stuck up with your job and don't want to do that, and you don't want to wait 6-8 months before you've developed an income that you can transition, if you want to get money in your pocket right away and get out of one situation in life and into a new one, we've created a way to do that in less than 30 days. And that's what these packs are all about. So a lot of people are doing, $1,000, couple $1,000s worth of business volume. That's people ordering off their website. That's the products that they purchased and sold at retail, or had superfood parties and sampled it all out. Just a gift offering of love, and people say, I want this at wholesale. I'll get involved. And here's what happens when they get involved. They get one of our packs, and we're gonna just use the $500 pack for easy math. And what we do is we pay, in the branches of this tree, we actually pay 40% of the first month's business volume of anybody that you turn on to this. Somebody loves it, if they want to get a wholesale discount, here you go. Go get your own wholesale discount. But whatever business volume they do, you're going to get a 40% bonus. Okay, so what is that? That's a $200, 40% of 500. That's $200 and $200 here. That's $400, and you basically spent $500, and you actually got like $650 worth of product. So it's like a good deal. You still got your product, you still can eat it, you still share it, and these people have the same benefit. It's great for everyone because they get the $400 too, and that's how you can have as many people as you want. You can turn on as many people as you want. This is the quickest way to get it for free. This is the first step. Find a couple people, share it with a couple of people, and your superfoods are free. Okay?